No, Marvel's coming back, dude. You know
Marvel's on the rebound, Taylor. I hate to inform you, but this new Deadpool
Taylor,
movie.
Do you see that one, the Deadpool movie?
All right, I haven't seen it yet.
Spoil it. He doesn't care.
I watched both of the other Deadpools to prep.
I care so much.
Don't tell him about the 5 times
throughout
throughout the movie that Ryan Reynolds turns to the screen, breaks the fourth wall, and smirks.
There's a lot of cameos. Nobody confirm or deny, but I think Aragorn shows up. I think they bring Aragorn from
Viggo Morgenstein as
don't confirm or deny though, because I don't want any spoilers. They bring like a bunch of people from a bunch of different universes. It's gonna be fucking sick. I want to see.
My favorite part is where Ryan Reynolds looks to the camera and says, "I'm the Deadpool baby," and then Deadpool's all over the place. It's my favorite part.
Love that. He's so funny.
He is funny. He's a funny guy, Taylor. He's just a movie star.
He just has no depth.
Comedian.
Every movie I've seen of him, he's just himself.
Dude, he's a guy who maxed out charisma. Like you can't not like the guy. Or apparently you can, I guess.
You're telling me that he's so naturally, you're saying that he exudes comedy and he is so naturally hysterical that he doesn't even need a script, a character. He just exudes funny to the point that he's made a career out of it. That's quite the compliment. I'm sure he'd love that if you heard you right now.
That's definitely what I said.
Definitely was. That's how I'm going to see it. No, but I don't even care about that. I called that a year ago. That thing's going to make like $1 billion and a half. It's already the biggest R-rated movie. It'll be one of the biggest movies it'll be one of the biggest movies of the year.
I saw that it crossed 800 million.
Robert Downey Jr. fucking coming back as Dr. Doom actually is pretty sick, dude. I kind of like that.
Can you explain that to me? So he's going to be a different character within the universe?
So what they opened themselves up to, I don't know, 5 years ago was the multiverse. So, and it is part of the comics. The comics do it a lot because it allows you to rewrite stories in various ways. Like, what if Peter Parker's girl, Mary Jane, had been bitten instead? And they do a whole universe where Mary Jane is Spider-Woman.
Yeah, what if Tony Stark had Down syndrome? Like all the different realities.
All the different realities. So
that'd be a good
they're
one.
Just going to go
so good. I'm figuring out where that goes.
So they're going to go to a reality where they're just going to go to a universe where he's Dr.
Tony, you have to stop robbing candy stores.
He takes a bed sheet and jumps off
the roof.
It's a small
price to pay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Taylor, there's multiverses, so there's no rules like you're thinking.
So this is a multiverse where he chooses to use his suit for evil, right?
Well, I hope that it's a universe where not only that, but he was
Dr. Doom. There's no way Dr. Doom's a good guy.
Actually, he's pretty conflicted. He's not a good guy, but he's and
he chose some fucking awful branding.
He did. It's his name. His name is Dr. Victor Von Doom.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Even the Down syndrome one's making fun of him for that in the multiverse.
But he's in the same way that Black Panther is from a make-believe place called Wakanda, Dr. Doom is from a make-believe European country. I think
the
it's
Down
the country
syndrome Tony Stark's nemesis is the dark. He's afraid of the dark. No, please don't turn the light off. He's chained to a chair. I know what'll get you to talk. Mr. Stark. No, please.
Any fucking 20-minute section of this show would be a career killer if I was still running. Holy fuck.
Tony Stark's usually the smartest man in the world, in this universe, not so much.
He's just a guy sweeping the floors at the Avengers home headquarters.
He's still the leader of the Avengers, inexplicably, though. It doesn't make any sense at all. Hulk! Hulk smash again!
By God, it keeps working.
He's like,
I don't know if I want to
we're having
a
problem.
Universe.
He keeps groping Scarlett Johansson.
That would be a problem. That'd be an issue. But no, he's gonna be Victor Von Doom. I hope the way they do it is like he's born there and it's a completely different character. I just like Robert Downey Jr. as an actor, and what I really believe is if they're casting him in this movie, then it'll be a good movie. Like they'll bring in the A-team around him as far as everything. Like I don't think lighting matters because these are just green screen most of the time. But like every little tidbit of this, I would imagine will be done well, and they'll spend a ton of money because they're betting the farm on Robert Downey Jr. I bet. What did they pay him? Do we know?
I have no clue.
Here's what I've heard: 80 million, but the benefits that go around it, like the private jets and stuff, make it cross 9 digits.
Crazy. Yeah, I would have imagined something like that because I remember he did Rogan and he was like, "Well, you gonna come back? Could you come back and do Tony Stark again?" And he's like, "You never know. You never know. I'm open to it." And what I heard was, "Money talks."
Yeah.
I work for a living, motherfucker. I don't give a shit about none of that make-believe nonsense. But you write the check and I'll be there. That's what I heard.
What I really hope that symbolizes is not just that Marvel's desperate, but they're desperate enough to drop trying to make us care about shit we don't care about. It's like, stop with the She-Hulks, stop with the Marvels, stop with all the shit that's failing. Go back to the shit we liked. The Captain Americas, the Iron Mans, the like shit like that, the shit that people actually care about. It's like, stop trying to push stuff. Just give us what we want. That's really all we're asking for. I'm paying money to go see it.
Yeah, they're not so like some corporations and some industries or some companies are so big that they're like, we've got a message to spread, whether you like it or not. Oh, what? You're gonna go somewhere else? Oh, get out of here. We don't want you then. But I don't know if Marvel's there because the movies are. It's not like they're not making a lot of money, but it's
Marvel Disney.
Yeah.
I
think they had enough failures.
But it feels different.
It like they do have a little bit of that air where it's like, you're gonna fucking eat what we feed you and have a good time with it. But they've also had enough like actual failures where it's like, oh, every time we greenlight another one of these projects, we like know we're committing to a $50 million loss. And after a while, that takes a toll on a career.
I agree. I've heard that. I think it was the CEO in reaction to the new Star Wars with the lesbian witches or something.
Is it still
like
Bob Iger?
Acolyte. I believe it's Iger. Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? Maybe we can back off a little bit of the social justice stuff and make a better show.
Yeah, that I don't care. I'm done with the Star Wars stuff because it's just there was a time when I had hope that they were going to resurrect something that, look, I don't think it was ever very good. I think it had the bones of something really cool, and for its time, it was great. But to a modern audience, to me, I remember watching the Clone Wars or whatever. No, the first one, the Phantom Menace, when you get baby Anakin. I watched that in theaters with my lame ass friend who also wanted to see it, and even then, I was like, this is some kiddie shit. I was probably 12 or 13. There's that section where all the Gundams have this battle against a droid army, which is like the foot soldiers of the Galactic Empire. And they have like these big, weird, glowy marbles that they're launching with catapults at them. They're like flicking things at them and like, and they win.
You're going to hate to hear about the Indian Wars.
So I'm with you, Kyle. I had the same problem. I saw
they had laser rifles.
The middle three came out, and for me, it was the pod racing scene. They were doing like a Howard Cosell narration of some sort of
they did
racing.
Lots of little jokes like that.
And I'm in my mid-20s at this point, and I like, man, this is some kiddie shit. And in my conspiracy head was like, this part of the movie was inserted to make a video game about this movie. And toys and shit like that.
Good thing they never did a pod racing game.
They didn't, not that I know of. But then I looked back and I was like, man, I guess the other Star Treks also had a lot of young fan service too. C-3PO was goofy as fuck. He's the first Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, but he was the first LGBT representation in Star Wars.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
He was gay, right?
You've seen his outlets.
Where his outlets? In his ass?
In his belly.
I don't know. He's got that little arm that comes out and does cool stuff. He's got like a little torch lighter. That's what I'd use him for. I'd be, light me up, little man.
Wait, that's R2-D2. We're talking about C-3PO.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the gay British one who's like walking around?
Yes.
Yeah. My hands don't work.
I say, don't fuck me.
Have you ever seen the picture of somebody?
That was really good.
Shut up.
And I'm gonna, just so you guys know, I'm gonna take Down syndrome Iron Man to the drawing board and bring him back next week. He's gonna be even more fleshed out, more thorough.
Oh god,
that's a fun character.
If you want some like help with Pepper Potts is his girlfriend. That's his main squeeze. Also his secretary. What's Jarvis is normally his like AI assistant.
TARDIS.
Who's like
where is the closest ice cream store?
TARDIS, I need 42 grilled teeth.
Yes.
He's making, I know that little bastards make him at night. I know it.
Right. It's so funny.
That is so funny. Yeah, wouldn't it be better if that was the multiverse, Kyle?
No, it wouldn't. I'm actually kind of. I'm gonna watch that shit. I like it. I like it. I like the superheroes, Taylor. What I don't like is when they do that same origin story over and over. And I don't like nice superheroes. They should be mentally fucking ill because they're a superhero. They're basically a modern celebrity. Yeah. I like that twist on it where they're like drug addicts and pieces of shit.
I
like it.
Hero a little bit, right?
Oh, absolutely. I prefer them to be pieces of shit.
They tried to do that to Tony Stark in the comics. I think that was like his original like plot arc is like he's just a millionaire playboy kind of thing. So he's just a crippling alcoholic. And like that was the thing that he kind of struggled with. I think they cleaned it up for Iron Man 2. They're like, let's give him some other issue.
Iron Man 3 is such a shitty movie. I remember watching that in theaters and being like, this is just Home Alone. This is like a goofy goober movie. Like he's storming a mansion and killing people with gadgets that he made at Home Depot or something. And it plays like Home Alone. It's like goofy as he's killing people.
In reality, he's Tony Stark. It's like form of what can we buy in a Home Depot? Ammonium nitrate and fuel oil.
Whoa, Timothy, calm down.
In the first one, like when did that first one come out? 2008? Does that sound
2001,
right?
No, I think it was 2008.
I was like,
yeah, okay,
I was like beginning of college age, end of high
2008?
school age, 2008. That checks out.
Okay,
but yeah, I didn't like how the Arab guy in the cave would like go in and see him clearly creating a weapon to escape, and he'd be like, "How is the progress?" Or like whatever. Like, and it's like, no, he's like throwing a sheet haphazard. Like, what was he supposed to be making?
A missile,
not a suit, not a 9-foot robot suit. And you're in a cave, and so like you put me on patrol day one. I'm like, no, there's firearms.
Is that a wrist gauntlet? Get the fuck out of here.
They really gave him a Junkyard Wars style stockpile where he's like, I just need an armored shoulder plate for a 9-foot robot. Oh, thank God. Like, they
showed him like making it out of sheet metal. He hammered it out.
I don't remember that much of
Checkmate.
Being real.
Well, I remember it well.
He was a bit of a blacksmith.
No, I was dumb in my memory.
Fucking movie.
But it was also
that was the last one.
I did like that one. And then
the last movie semi-grounded in reality.
There was the Iron Man.
Wait, are you upset the Marvel universe isn't more grounded in reality?
No, I get it. I get they got to keep upping the ante, but at the same time, it's like I miss when it was like something that like, okay, this revolves around the military-industrial complex and its complexities versus like, all right, space aliens that shoot green lasers these time. Like, oh, great.
It's tricky to do superhero movies in that their powers keep getting ramped up and the bad guys have to keep getting ramped up. Like Spider-Man can't just fight burglars for 15 years in a row. That gets boring. But then Spider-Man becomes a space traveling, crazy suited, whatever leader of the Avengers. And
you could still shoot Spider-Man to death, correct?
Yeah. Lately he's been wearing, in the Marvel movies lately, he's been wearing this Tony Stark suit that's bullshit. But every other iteration, absolutely. I always said, we take Peter Parker the fuck out day one. All you need is a shotgun. Like, jump around all you want. I can shoot a skeet going 60 miles per hour. Like, you're fucked, bro. Did I miss once?
I love, like, he helps beat Thanos, and then he just, like, ends up dying in random robbery gone wrong, number 12.
Yeah, he had a shotgun, boss. What can we do?
Well, we can shoot the Spider-Man. Oh,
he's just wearing a silk outfit.
Boss, I wasn't expecting that to kill him.
He's in an Iron Man outfit now, but his Spidey sense knows which way the gun's pointed and dodges it before you pull the trigger.
I don't care. I'm gonna shoot twice, 3.
Dude, spiders have horrible sense. I've murdered them. Like they don't sense my foot.
I've never had a spider dodge me once.
They don't sense the slowest descent of a paper towel above them. They don't sense that.
That would be great if that's how he was finally done it.
Thanos pinches him to death in a paper towel. It's like, grody.
Look out, Spider-Man. He's moving very slowly.
Yeah, who honestly, any of the superheroes that can be shot to death shouldn't even be allowed in the squad. Like,
well, I mean, that's almost all of them can be shot.
I thought most Iron Man, if he's got the suit on, only.
Well, that's asking.
He can't be shot to death. Hulk cannot be shot to death, correct? Because you guys told me if you
that's true.
Hulk's mortal.
Or actually, no, you said if he shoots himself,
he
wakes up in the Hulk and spits the bullet out.
But if you were, let's say he's having a great day and a sniper caps him.
Same difference.
How would he become angry or like emotionally upset enough?
He tried to kill himself as Bruce Banner, the regular man.
Yeah.
And he woke up as the Hulk and spit the bullet out. Like, it doesn't matter. He just
okay, probably
he's magically immortal.
There is a storyline with the Hulk where the entire Earth has no life left on it except the Hulk. Yeah, he lives a lonely existence on a burned out planet.
Poor guy. Doesn't seem like a lot of plots to go.
So there. Immortal to the.
That's the end.
As immortal as it gets.
Yeah, okay, so Thor cannot be shot to death, right?
No, I don't think he'd
not
shoot
by a bullet. No, he'd be all right.
No.
Mr. Strange. Doctor
Strange.
I think you could shoot him.
He can go to 4 years of evil magic school. Thank you very much.
Can he be shot to death?
I think he can.
Yeah, I think he's just a regular dude. But the thing is, he can stop the bullet, though. That's the difference, right?
But only if he sees it coming, right?
I don't know. If he wrecks his Lamborghini, you could fuck him up.
I just shoot twice.
Well,
no, you have to get the drop.
Spider-Man, all Spider-Man can do is jump again, right? At some point, he's moving through air. But meanwhile,
the other guy manhole cover.
The other guy makes portals though with like silly hand gestures.
Kyle, who else cannot be shot to death?
There's a bunch. There's Vision before they killed him.
Who's that metal guy from X-Men?
Colossus. Maybe?
He doesn't seem like he could be shot to death.
No, because he's all metal.
Well, if you're going there, Deadpool and Wolverine can't be shot to death.
Yeah, they're all like super immortal.
You could decapitate Wolverine or Deadpool.
No, they just grow back.
Then you get two. You get two Wolverines.
You got to split them down the middle to get two.
Really?
I don't fucking know. It's made up.
I have so much trust in your knowledge of this world. Like,
it checks out though, right? If you bisected Deadpool, you get two.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's not what happens.
What would happen?
Oh, God damn you, Woody.
Yeah, there's been things where they totally
bisect him,
and one of the red blood cells grew back and became them again.
Okay,
so by that, I hear you. But if your theory was true, then the splattered version of him would raise an entire army of Deadpool.
So there's a limit of one.
No.
Only
that's
one
not true.
Can be resurrected.
What I'm saying is, if you make it equal, like which, and you separate the sides, which one starts to heal?
I hear. I know in Deadpool 2, they ripped him apart at the waist, which I recognize is not what you're saying, but the top half regrew and the bottom half, I guess, just I don't know.
I think if we split him right down the middle, we get two Deadpools. There's no doubt in my mind. You gotta get him right perfectly down the middle.
Now, does Deadpool have super strength or any of that?
He's like all acrobatic, and
if you put him in a legit prison cell, could he get out with his powers?
Or if you just buried him in concrete?
Yeah, you could bury him in concrete. That would work. But like,
I think he could. He'd probably punch the wall.
Okay, so he's strong. He's strong enough to break like concrete walls and stuff. Or
I don't
he
think
would just probably remember his stripper girlfriend or something and like break out.
Yeah, he'd probably stage some sort of revolt. He'd need to get out some other way.
He'd have to do a little politics.
I don't think he can bend the bars or break out of a jail cell though. I don't think
Wolverine, who
has superhuman strength. Deadpool.
Yeah, but like so does Captain America. He can't beat up a wall either.
That could be Thor Bjornsson, or it could be the Hulk, right?
Or I don't think Spider-Man can like beat his way out of a jail cell.
Wolverine could.
Yeah, he's got those adamantium claws.
The metal.
Yeah, he's got the adamantium claws.
Man, Wolverine just seems better than Deadpool.
He's the best superhero
way.
Deadpool's got a fucking sword, dude, and he's fun.
Deadpool kills Wolverine.
Fucking Wolverine has swords in his hand though, and his bones are made of metal that can't be cut by Deadpool's sword, right?
Well, I think Deadpool can get a special sword. I think it's like there's some kind of fancy sword in the universe that he can use to kill him. So he can. That's
even better than Wolverine metal.
It like cancels out Wolverine metal.
Okay, well if it's a wash, then who has the better healing?
Wolverine.
That's the term.
I don't think it matters. I think it's like the same. It feels like the same to me. Like it feels like both of them can turn into a blood cell, like what he said, and then just come back from nothing.
So what is the benefit that Deadpool has over Wolverine? Because it seems like Wolverine's better in every way.
Well, he's more of a
more powerful, I should say.
He can make more money in the box office.
Make more money. He's a bigger draw. Okay, fair.
I wonder if that picture of Hugh Jackman was real, where he's like ripped out of his fucking mind for this role, or if that
I was told
CGI.
that they CGI'd a lot of his arms in different shots and whatnot. And when you watch the movie, you'll see certain parts where, like, it's a non-spoiler, but like certain elements they do like close-up body shots, and it looks like the whole thing's done the same, like, follow the camera motion CGI they did in the first Deadpool.
Hugh Jackman is 55.
Yeah, that don't mean anything. He just needs some drugs. I thought I saw a photo of him today. They were making it seem like it was from the most recent movie because he had the yellow suit on, where he was like ripped out of his mind.
Oh, he's still. I saw the same article. I think it was like he was eating 6,000 calories a day. Whole shit.
No, it was actually showing him in 2000 as an X-Men First Class or whatever that movie was, where the first time he played
X-Men.
Wolverine. He's chubby as Wolverine, like genuinely, like he's like he is completely out of shape, no muscle definition. Please try to find it, Zach. Wolverine out of shape in the first X-Men movie. And then it's like contrasting that with him now, or him at his most ripped, where he looks like juiced out of his mind, science experiment, big, with like muscle. He grew new kinds of muscles.
Which is crazy,
like a superhero.
Because he's like 30 versus 55.
Mm-hmm.
Like the magic of fucking androgenic steroids.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at this.
Oh, so that's not the current.
That's not the current.
That's a few years ago. Yeah.
It's looking like you on the right, Kyle.
It looks ridiculous.
Photo time.
He's got I've seen him bigger than this. This isn't his most jacked version. Did you ever see Logan when it was like the older version of him? It's his last. So, like, I don't think it's a spoiler. He died in the last movie. So
you'll like what they do with that in the new movie. It's a lot of fun how they play it, because a lot of people are like, you're basically digging up the corpse of Wolverine and blah blah blah. Like, well, how dare you do this? You'll like what they do.
Yeah, okay. I look forward to it. I got to watch it soon.
Who was the scientist who did all this to Wolverine? Do we know who that is?
Yeah.
Riker?
So that I think it might be Riker. He was it was in Canada with like. There was this Canadian like top secret group of mutants they were using for spec ops and stuff, and they would just erase Wolverine's memory anytime they needed to and like set him back to zero. But part of the process eventually was putting the adamantium on his skin, on his bones. The only reason he's not dead is because of his healing factor, because they didn't put adamantium on his bones with magic. They melted it and injected it into his body.
So his only like his only innate superpower is the healing
factor. Yeah, and he's also just,
which is better than Deadpool's healing factor.
If you say so, I don't really care.
Oh, I thought you said that.
I couldn't give a shit less, or not at all. I like the cartoons though.
They should find that scientist and give him even more weapons that can pop out of his body.
Wolverine?
Yeah,
like gadgets,
like a hedgehog, like just firing stuff out anytime. Pufferfish. That could be a superhero name. It's like, have you ever seen those bear catching outfits from Russia in like the 1700s? Like something like that, where it's like, I'm about to get in a fight. Fucking.
Do you think that would be effective against a bear?
It could. It's better than like what I'm wearing.
I get hit by Carman.
Yeah, I've seen Get Hit by Carman and Bear Man, where he wears
the medieval one's wild.
Like, and he tested his suit to the limits, and it's just his friend with a sledgehammer at the top of a hill, like hitting him in the head.